Lovely. So our next speaker talking about please don't overthink this, I already have, is Christian Lawson-Perfect.
Hello. Thank you for the opportunity to waste your time. I won't use it wisely. Right, so I'm sorry that MathsJam is a welcoming place to say whatever your mathematical skill level will bring you along. I won't. So I'm going to say something that's far too complicated for everybody to follow, but some of you will get this. Right, so recently I was doing a workshop for primary school kids, and I was told that instead of year 6 kids, I was going to get year 3 and 4, so really small kids, so I had to make it a bit more complicated. So the thought I had was I wanted to make some squares of paper, and I have available to me some A4. What are the dimensions of A4 paper, anybody?
210 by 297.
Everybody said the right number, yeah, it's well known. Right, so it's 297 long length by 210 millimeters. What are the common factors of those two numbers? Ain't got any. Right. 3? Oh, yeah, so 3. Okay. So anyway, I want to divide this into squares that small people can hold. So my first thought was I will tear off a bit off the end and get a square and then just subdivide that. So I'll do that and end up with some decently sized squares, okay? But look how much I've wasted, and this is annoyingly close to, I said I'd use the visualizer, annoyingly close to the square I made. It's not quite the same. So annoying, so close. But a little bit of thinking. You've got some time to do as much thinking as I did in about an hour. You can do a little bit better. If you tear off a smaller strip, then you can end up with a 4x3 grid of 70 millimeter squares, which I will do like that. Hey, that worked really easily. So, 4x3 grid. Now, I had a morning in the stationery cupboard with a guillotine in front of me, and I did this. How do you do it? You do some cutting. So what do? I'll find some paper. Right, I'll feed it in. I trim off my bit off the end and push it down. Slice, find a line, slice, find a line, slice. So I'm doing lots of slices over and over. Okay, and I've got to bring these back round. I've done too many, too small. Do some more slices. Right. What's the most efficient way of doing this? How many goes will it take me? Does it matter that I started with the paper oriented this way and did those slices, or should I do it the other way? So obviously this is a monoid on the set of multi-sets of ordered pairs. So let's say that we start with a 4x3 grid and we want to end up with 12 times 1, 1. Okay, so we have the rule. If I've got A plus B, C, then I can split that to A, C, and B, C. I've used plus there to mean set, multi-set joiningness. Right. So we just need to prove a few facts about this monoid. Should be straightforward. I don't know, monoids have tons of rules about them, don't they? I've got a morning in the stationery cupboard to solve this. It's counting up even better. Right. So, any ideas, anybody? I might end this here and say this is an unsolved problem. I don't know much about monoids. I gave up on my PhD in algebra. But would you all like to hear the fantastic revelation that I had?
Yes.
Thanks for saying yes. Right. Here's the thing. I'm going to trim a bit off here. I love the guillotine, by the way. You can all come and play with this guillotine. I've got paper to spare. Right. Here's the realization I had. Watch what happens. Watch extremely closely. How many pieces did I have? How many pieces have I got now? Each time I make a cut, how many more pieces do I have? How many pieces do I want to end up with? How many moves does it take? Does it matter which way I do it?
Thank you, Christian. Appreciate the risks you took, not only using a guillotine on stage, but also asking the audience if they wanted to hear what you had to say.